Hello, people on my phone. Just a few weeks ago, I went to a convention back in July, and I got a lot of love on my CIpher cosplay. So many people loved it. So many people recognized it. I was so excited to be recognized. I partially made some of the parts, and then I bought or reused some of the other parts from the first version of this cosplay, because this isn't the first version of my build cosplay. This is my upgraded build cosplay. I'll also be doing a video on the con itself and also how I made my Victor cosplay, so stay tuned for those. Here's how I made it. First, I'm starting with the skirt. There wasn't much to do. I really just cut it in half in the middle, and then I hemmed the rough sides. I wanted my version of Bill to have a mixture of masculine and feminine elements, as well as a mixture of silhouettes. But it's all kind of 1950s-ish inspired in a way. It all comes together, essentially. It comes together and it looks good, but it was just a bunch of ideas bouncing around in my head at first. And then I had to figure out how to attach the skirt to my pants without permanently sewing them to my pants. What I did is I sewed together some loops of ribbon. I attached those to the skirt, and a belt can go through them. Easy. And then it also made it so I could wear any pants I wanted or any bottoms I wanted if I wanted to change it out to a different skirt, or if I wanted to use this for a different cosplay entirely. A big part of my cosplays, for me, in a way, is reusability. I like to reuse a lot of my wigs, I like to reuse a lot of my clothing pieces, so finding a way to do that is always great in my book. It helps me save money and time. Now on to the sewing. The sewing took a hot minute because the machine kept messing up, the thread kept snapping, like I was not having a lucky time with my machine, but eventually everything worked out and it was smooth sailing enough. As you can see, I'm just cutting out a few of the loops. I did a test loop first to make sure that everything was alright and my plan was starting to work, because I just come up with these off the dome and I try them out. And it worked! So I cut out the rest of the loops that I needed and I started sewing them. Moving on to the skirt, this is where a lot of my problems with my machine started happening. So not only did the thread snap a few times, but the thread under the feet kept getting stuck. And I've had this issue before, I've fixed this issue before. I probably need to oil my machine a little bit and go in and clean, but it took a little bit and a lot of frustration. A little bit of time, a lot of frustration, but I did get it to work again. You're gonna just see a lot of me fixing up the machine, fixing up the thread. Other than that, I really just used, overlocking foot, and I was able to just easily sew over the side of the skirts. I wasn't really focused on making it as neat as possible, mostly because I know people wouldn't see it. It's black fabric with black thread, and it's on my, it's on the bottom half of my outfit, and I'm also in a wheelchair most of the con. So I knew it wasn't going to be, a big deal whether or not, it looked neat enough. I just know it needed to get done, and it needed to get done soon, especially because the con was coming up. I procrastinate a lot, and I especially procrastinate doing cosplay stuff a lot, which leads me to con crunch so much. It was, this entire series of convention stuff is just me con crunching. And I could just work on my stuff earlier, but I always just end up con crunching. don't do what I do. Work on your cosplays. Work on it. If you're watching this right now and you have a convention coming up in the next 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, start planning your cosplay. Start working on your cosplay. Go work on your cosplay while you watch this video. Let's work on it together. Because of a bit of the machine hangups, I did end up going back and seam ripping the hems that I started, just so I could fully restart, fully reset, and it did work out. It did work out. I just needed that little reset there. And then we were smooth sailing. On the second half, I did end up trimming the threads that are coming out too much because I didn't want my machine to get stuck again. And that's probably what happened. Threads probably got stuck in the machine. That's probably it's most likely what happened. Who knows? I don't. But the other side was so much faster to do, so much easier to do. And it brought back hope. It really brought back hope that I could finish this in one night. Now it was time to attach the ribbons to the inside of the skirt. So I just wanted to do a test to see how I wanted to attach it. I'm not sure how I would go about this in the future because sewing it on obviously leaves thread on the outside of the skirt so you can see it. It's harder to see because it's black thread on black fabric, and also it's on the bottom half of my outfit, all that stuff. And I did hide it well because it was fairly layered. But I ended up gluing the pieces inside to stabilize it even more. And here's the skirt. It looks good. I liked the layering. I liked how it worked out. I decided that I could even pin it up if I wanted to, at the sides, if I wanted a different angle. Now it's time to work on the hat. So, the angle might not be the best for this part, I'm so sorry. I'll change up the angle next time I do crafting stuff or cosplay stuff. But, this is what I got right now. I cut up these pieces so I can securely attach the top of the hat to the bottom of the hat. But I wanted to make sure it was extra secure, so I also hot glued in a piece of cardboard inside there too. So I wanted to make sure this thing did not move at all. And it really didn't. It survived the convention, it survived the travel to the convention, it survived the travel back from the convention, all of that stuff. And then here we are wrapping the foam around the hat. There are a few ways I could have done this, but I decided that having cardboard inside and then wrapping the foam around would be the best idea. I wanted it to be strong, and I wanted it to be as stable as possible. I also, on the side, tested out the tacky glue, because I've never used tacky glue in my cosplay stuff before, but I heard it works well. So I wanted to test it on the side, see the hold, stuff like that. Now, to hide the seams on the sides and the rough bits of the hat, I decided to take more ribbon that I did have. I'm so glad I bought that ribbon now. Oh my gosh. I just took some ribbon, put it on the sides, and I was like, yeah, that looks fine. Then I glued on the top after kind of measuring out a circle a little bit, figuring it out. It doesn't have to be perfect because, I don't know, Bill to me isn't perfectly manicured or perfect looking. I feel like to me Bill would have some chaotic bits here and there. Then at the bottom, I glued a ring of yellow because I wanted to tie in more yellow into the cosplay. It was a bit hard for me to balance out the black and yellow at first, but once I got the hang of it, it all worked out. And then I wanted to make the hat kind of float in a way, so I attached some wire to the bottom of the hat. I secured it with a bit of craft foam as well. A lot of my cosplay is just making sure stuff is secure, because I don't want to have to fix it. So I secured it so much, and then I wrapped the wire around a headband. It gave off a kind of like a floating effect, which I really liked. There are other ways that I probably could have done this. I probably could have done like a hair clip or hairpin, but it worked. Say hi to Matt in the background. Now for the sides of my wheelchair. So these are bills that I made for my wheelchair. I did not film a lot of it. I'm sorry. I forgot to film the beginning of this project, but what I did is I cut out, it was really easy. I cut out craft foam into a triangle, 2 big triangles, and then I cut out EVA foam, 2 big triangles to match it. I cut out a little triangle for the 2 triangles for the bow tie. Well, I traced it. I traced 2 triangles for the bow tie. I put the brick lining, and for the eye, I had mini brands, so I got half a mini brand, glued it on there with some E6000, and then I slapped an eye on top of that. If you want a tutorial of that specifically, I could always make a new one for you guys. But it was really easy, it was really simple. I didn't do anything special, really. I did E6000 majority of the triangle, but I wanted to neaten it up a little bit, so I was hot gluing the sides and any place that looked like it was bubbling up. So the hot glue wasn't necessarily for it to be secure, but for it to look better. When I initially glued these down, I kind of just wanted to get them glued, get them secure. I didn't really care how messy it looked or how bad it looked. So now I'm going back, I'm gluing all the pieces, all the places that aren't glued down as well. I'm trimming down the places that aren't trimmed down as well. I'm just trying to make it look presentable enough. It doesn't have to be perfect, which is something I kept reminding myself, especially because it's going on my wheels. It may not be noticed very much either, because it's going to be on my wheels. But I love having decorations and things on my wheels. I love decorating my wheelchair and making it correspond with my cosplay, because it just makes my cosplay personally feel more whole to me. I took a lot of inspiration from other cosplayers, other disabled cosplayers. On the screen I'll put up a few that kind of inspired me to start decorating my wheelchair. So yeah, and I encourage you, if you're also a disabled cosplayer and you have a mobility aid that you have to bring to you with cons, or you have a mobility aid that people can see while you're in cosplay, I think you should decorate it if you want. It's fun. I enjoy it. Then I decided to make it look a bit cleaner that I was going to paint the triangles on the back black. I could have painted them yellow and like color match them, but I felt like painting them black would be a bit better than trying to color match to the foam. A lot of my cosplay props or parts of my cosplays I end up just doing on a whim, and I end up figuring out as I go. And this was something that I definitely figured out as I went. I wasn't even sure if I would like it when I first started because I didn't film it. I wasn't sure if this was going to make it into the video, wasn't sure if this was going to make it onto my cosplay, but it did, and I'm really impressed with how it turned out. I even lost one of them on the day of the con, but I got it back. I got it back when we went back to the garage. It was there sitting, waiting for me. But I'm proud of how these turned out, actually. And here is the full Bill cosplay. I have a little triangle pendant on the top because I wanted to have the triangle eye somewhere. I have a tooth on the zipper, I have my top hat on, I have a glasses chain, a teeth earrings. I have so many trinkets and things that I think just work out well for him. I have a bunch of rings on, I have claw-like nails, I have some ties that I thrifted, and I added eyes to the ties. Thank you, Matt, for that idea. That was a really good idea. So I added a few eyes throughout. I have a little jar. I have some mushrooms. A lot of this stuff I already had, and I just had lying around. The teeth earrings I bought because I saw them like this would be perfect for a Bill cosplay. Actually, this would be perfect to upgrade my Bill cosplay. I love this cosplay, and I think this is one of my favorite cosplays that I've put together as of ever, and I'm really proud how it turned out. Here are some pictures. Here's some pictures at the con with the full cosplay. Here are the triangles on the wheels, and here is the after hours outfit with shorts. Thank you so much for watching, little people, my phone, and I'll see you next time.